Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone, this is Mishal Khan. Welcome to the second lecture of HTML5. In the last lecture, in the last lesson, we learned the different tags and the basic tags of HTML. They are HTML tag, head tag, and inside head tag we have a title tag and then body tag. So whatever we see in the browser, that goes in the body tag. And we displayed a line, if you remember, that was my name is Khan. And let's try to run it again. Open in browser and there you go, you see it. Okay, now what if I want to make some more spaces between the is and Khan? How can I do that? Well, let's try to make some spaces like this. Let's see if it works. It won't. Anyway, just to show you, refresh the page and you see nothing happens. There are no spaces. The thing is that the HTML ignores extra white spaces, no matter how many are there. So when I just put a single space, the browser detects it and do it whatever and however is directed. But if I give more than one spaces, the browser still detects a single space. If we want to make more than one spaces, then we use a special thing that's called and. This is the and. You can write it with Shift and 7 on your keyboard, then NBSP and then colon. And then this will be now used for one space. So let me just copy this and paste it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this will give 5 spaces. Save it, run it again. Now as you can see, there are more spaces because of the and NBSP. So you cannot just move text with and NBSP. You can also move like whatever element is there, whether it's text or something else. Now the next thing we are going to learn is the paragraph tag. It's called P. It starts with P and then it ends with P. Let's write something, maybe some random text would help. Okay, let's copy some random text from the Word. There's a formula in Word which will give us some random and quick text. Okay, let's copy this and paste it here. As you can see, all the text from the video to the document, and then from the document it's a new paragraph, then 2, so 2 to galleries, and then there is a new paragraph, and like that. That's a new paragraph. Here I can see it as those paragraphs as they were in the Word, like this. But if I save this and display it in a browser, will this be like this, like in the paragraphs form, in the formatted form? Let's see. Wow, it shows just a single paragraph. Now that's the thing, that's what we are going to learn here today, that if you want to format our text the way it looks, the way it should look, like from here it's a new sentence, so let's just put a BR tag, and that's how you goes to a new line. That's how you go to a new line. And after galleries, let's put another BR tag, and after theme as well. Now Control S, save, open in the browser. As you can see, now they are all in new lines. So after document, it's a new line, 2 to galleries, then new line. After theme, that's a new line. That looks more good. Now to see better, let's just zoom it a bit. Well, that's fine now. Okay, we will learn later how to increase the size of the text, but just for now we want to focus on something else. Let's say I want to underline the first sentence. How can we do that? Well, that's very easy. For that we just use a tag called U. So enclose the line, enclose the sentence which you want to underline with U and then /U. Control S to save. On your browser, refresh the page, and now you can see the whole sentence, the first sentence is underlined. Right? That was good. Now what if I want to make the second sentence, the whole sentence, bold from when to end? So what can we do for that? Well, we use two tags for that, and the one is strong, and then alright, let's do it here or after the full stop, it doesn't matter, we're just practicing it, and then /strong. So the whole sentence is now enclosed in these two tags, strong and /strong. Control S to save, and now let's check it. As you can see, the whole sentence is now bold. Well, there is another tag also for making the text bold. Let's say this last phrase and then click the plus sign. Let's make it bold with another tag, and that's called B tag. So B and then /B here. Control S to save. Refresh the page and you can see it's bold. Alright, now let's make some text italic. Let's say in the last paragraph, which starts from save, I think, yes, it does. Let's make the first sentence italic. So for italic we also use two kind of tags. The first one is really easy, it's I for italic. So let's enclose the whole sentence in I tag. Then remember, you need to start the tag and you also need to close the tag with /. Control S to save, and now let's run it again. As you can see, the whole line is now in italic. There is also another tag for this to make the text italic. Let's choose a sentence and make it italic. Okay, maybe the second para. So let's make just till the produce, this bit, italic. So it is EM for emphasize. So EM start and then EM ends with /. Control S to save, and let's check the second para if it's italic or not. And yes, it is italic. So that's how you make the text italic. Now the next thing is, how can we make some text highlighted, like with a highlighter? So for that, like by default we just have a yellow color, so let's use that for now. Let's say in the third paragraph I want to highlight the first sentence. We can do that by the tag called mark. So from here the mark tag starts and here it ends, /mark. Control S to save, and there you go, the sentence is highlighted. Alright, that's going pretty well. Now let's do something else. Let's say I want to strike a sentence. How can I do that? Well, that's pretty easy. I can use two tags for that, S or strike. Both are suitable and both works. So let's say to change or just change the word change, I want to just strike this word change, and let's say it is s, and then after the change word write again slash and s. Pretty well. Okay, now let's refresh our browser, and as you can see, that's how you strike a word, cross it over. Alright, and we can also do it by the tag strike. Control S to save and refresh. As you can see, the picture, the way a picture fits, it's also crossed out. Okay, there are some other things too in the text formatting, like if we are writing something that involves subscripts and superscripts, so how are we going to deal with that? So let's start in a new line. Let's put two BRs there, two line breaks there, and from here, let's say I'm saying that the chemical formula of water is H2O. Let's see how it looks. Control S to save and then refresh the page. So the chemical formula of water is H2O. So basically this H2O, this 2 needs to be in the subscript, like a little down here and small. So how can we make it in the subscript? Well, we can make it like this. So enclose the 2 in the subtag, sub for like subscript. Control S to save, and let's check it now. And as you can see, it's in the subscript now. That's good. Okay, what if some line breaks again? I need a new line and some space. Okay, let's say now I'm saying that x to the power 2 is called x squared. Now let's see how it looks. This 2 needs to be in the superscript. Sorry, it needs to be in the superscript. So as you can see, it's not in the superscript, and it looks like a coefficient here. So let's make it in the superscript now. Sorry. And for that, we need to enclose this 2 in the sup tag. Control S to save, refresh, and there you go. X squared is called x squared. So 2 is in the superscript now. Alright, now one last thing, and there is the abbreviation and some line breaks again. Let's say now I'm writing that we are learning HTML. Control S, and I want the browser to do what? When I hover over the HTML word, I want the abbreviation. So let's see. So here, when I hover over the HTML, it will show me that what HTML stands for. How can we do that? We can enclose this HTML in the abbreviation tag. So let's write HTML inside this ABBR tag, and then inside this we can write the title, and the title is hypertext markup language, and that is its abbreviation of HTML. Control is to save. Refresh the page and let's see. So see, if I hover over the mouse on HTML, it says hypertext markup language, and it also has a dotted line underneath it. That means that it's an acronym and it stands for something. So you need to hover your mouse on it to see what it stands for. Hypertext markup language. Very well. Alright, that will be all for this lesson. Formatting of text and paragraphs. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.